everybody, it's Steven as Gameplay Fans Triple Threes, and welcome back to Danganronpa's Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a third class trial for today, since the last previous episode that we have, because we're doing the investigation for the two victims, Kiyotaka and Hifumi. We got some more clues to find, as far as I can tell. But we found Yasuhiro been somehow apparently sleeping in the locker while he's wearing the Rebel Justice costume. But for some reason, for sure, everyone would think that whoever wears Rebel Justice costume, the one who caused the attack, will have to be none other than Hiro, because the hero was inside the Rebel Justice costume. But he don't remember wearing it. He says somehow like fall asleep for no reason. He says something about there was like a meeting point. There was like some kind of secret passage that might be able to get out, but mostly I think for sure that the message that he wrote, that someone wrote to him, that practically might be like a trap. And then something happened, like while we were still looking at investigation on the body with Kyoko, for no reason we found her, she's noticed something in particular about there's some notes that practically have like a meeting point, but it says different exactly because the meeting point exactly was the equipment room, which I would get to say these letters might belong to Taka, because the reason why, because he wearing this wristwatch like all the time. He checked time, so what time is supposed to be exactly. Pretty sure he checked time, it's like exactly around, it says 6 a.m. I think. I'm pretty sure this happened before the morning and time announcement, so that's a good guess now. So let's start with the trial. Also, before I get this started, I want to tell you something really crazy stuff I want to happen from the movie for sure. Okay, you know what happened like during the class trials, like we're almost to the end of it, like doing the closing argument and stuff. I know there's something strange, something happens that sometimes I'll look around the videos and replay that, like listen for a bit. I know there's something changes around here. Maybe I put on the images when I'm talking about like from the very beginning of the closing argument. You know there's something strange about Makoto's appearances, right? I know there's some reason for sure, it's not exactly the same, but what's this really interesting to notice about is one of his clothes. I noticed it like very closely. I mean, if you look very closely, that there was a symbol on the jacket. You notice something? Well, I will tell you this, because that symbol looks kind of familiar if you notice something strange happens. Well, I tell you what it is, but that sigil is none other than from the Nobody sigil is from Kingdom Hearts 2. That none other than just like the symbols of the organization. Like, what the heck? Like, I noticed, like, really hits me. I think it's something around like 3 days ago. I just noticed something that what it used to be. And I tried to compare the Beyond Makoto's jacket during the class trial and the comparison from the closing argument from the beginning, that the symbols are quite different. I never noticed for no reason. Well, no reason for sure, but doing the can't like only it's like a first person point of view, there's no third person point of view, because then I can't see what the symbol will look like. But I'm telling you this is so crazy. There was like a Nobody sigils or organization sigils on Makoto's jacket. I'm not crazy for no reason. I mean, if you don't believe me, then look for yourself. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. So, if you really don't believe me, I'm pretty sure there are like so many references from this game. I mean, lots and lots of references happen exactly. Like, if you compare it or find some secrets of what kind of they're talking about or what they seem to be in particular, look up for yourself, because I'm not gonna have to look for spoilers for a bit. So anyway, enough talking. Let's start with this third class trial. I already make the preparation for the class trials. I already set up and skills, which they have. I have the one thing is the delusions. Yeah, this is delusions. Is about influence gauge will recover over time. You could try during concentration and fever time, which means it'll be easier. Like if I use a focus gauge right now, it'll be easier to recover my influence, which is good things, because that way I don't have to be worried about I don't have to keep wasting it for like trying to get the HP trying to wait for a bit during the questions, present evidence. That's the only way to recover a bit. And I only got 15 skill points. I was hoping to get another one, but it's more something about I have a bad feeling that I want to do something like to take damage from the bullet time battle, because this one is the greatest one they could ever beat. And also about the handiworks. I'm not sure how the Google works. Anyway, I think that's all this says, because not that much, because I only have influence gauge about 2, so I got like, I don't know, total amount about 17. Not much I can tell like how this guy works. I mean, it's gotta be like every evidence that points out had to be like be Yasuhiro. And nothing strange about the YE hamburger exactly. Is there something like interesting? What's secret? What's happened? So anyone that tell me what Kyoko was talking about? Maybe it might be more clues about the using student handbook, but we don't know. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's enough preparation for today. So let's begin the class trial. Alright guys!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result.
And then we have to listen to it again. I noticed the class trials change.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Bye-bye all of us, and Blanca will be freed.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it!
Alrighty, you still think it's gonna be Yasuhiro, exactly.
Was that?
What's that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Alrighty, Celeste! You seriously gonna believe that nonsense? I get the feeling that Celeste might be the killer. Well, obviously not, but we don't know what was for sure about Hifumi is exactly, because I mean, Hifumi's and Tacos were fighting over about alter ego for no reason.
Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Oh, I forgot, Genocide Jack is still there. I didn't know that, like, during when the class trial is about to begin. Oh well, if she stays dead like this for a very long time, I don't know.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Oh
I
man.
am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Let me guess, it's about the costume that was found in this room, right?
Blueprints for the suit.
And that as well.
Parts we assume were used to build it,
Yeah, that one.
and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Nope. I heard something about Byakuya said like it was a trap, so someone must have set things up.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know! I don't know!
Well, only we had to do all the work. Is Hiro really the killer? Or, before anything else, we had to make that clear. Yeah, well, I bet it's gonna be really harder for the class trials. Make your argument. Yasuhiro's message. Why only one?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Nope, wait, I think this might be the case. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the big deal is. It's only bringing one bullet exactly.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Because you can feel but the message flipped on each room at a time, like by the time it's like me in the dining hall. Compared to the blueprints, the handwritings are like not exactly what Hiro writes.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Yeah, the blueprints is kind of like almost like handwritten scribbly. I mean, just like I did, like sometimes they can't write it right.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
But how come you didn't say that in the first place? For God's sake, Byakuya. Am I the only one who had to do all the job for no reason? I mean, I remember the second class trial to do, like, dirty stuff, saying Jen said Jack for no reason.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
There weren't there any second suit.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course, he passed it on to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the the Illuminati! Really? The Illuminati? That did not make sense. Well, Hiro, that's the only person who we can think of.
I got it!
Because he's not in the costume, so...
Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
I mean, he's the only one who could wear Rebel Justice costume, but there aren't any, like, second costume exactly.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Yep.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
Okay, back to pinning the blame to it.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Okay, so you believe that the suspicious, pronounce it how you say it. You think he was suspicious in the suit, but he's not the killer from the outside of it.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Is it though?
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Well, I mean, he's trying to beam boss around a lot.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
The dolly.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Of course, it'd take me for the spot then. The things we used to move Taka's body is the dolly.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. Oh, there's more? The blue tarps. Is it?
I got it!
Oh, yeah.
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Okay, the tarp is to wrap up Taka's body because there are bloods on it. And using the dolly to move around the body, but we can tell because of the wheels have blood on it. What's wrong? What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Yep.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Okay, they still have that in the equipment room the whole time. You stay wrapping around, then use it with a dolly.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Yep.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Yeah, that was there the last time when the body disappeared. And
But when
disappeared.
the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Leave the trap marks with it.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
They have blood on the wheels.
so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Yes.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Are you being so pushy, Celeste? Don't make me trying to make you think you're the killer.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Do you have something to object?
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
I have no word to say.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Is there a reason why I'm being black? Because of the way how you dress us up?
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow, I never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change your mind. If I can explain to Dad why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to repository. None of us had to the bullet time battles. Really? That's too early. Don't the BTB have to be like when during the end of the class trials? Okay. I guess we have to face Celeste then? Absolutely. Let's talk about reloading. Oh no. So there's no longer like unlimited ones, so there's gonna be a limit. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. How many tutorials you're gonna give me for the bullet time battle? On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. So basically, like if I random out the bullets, I can target them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Okay, once you random the bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. Well, I'm playing PS4, so pressing the X button in PS4 controllers is the lock on, then triangles is shoot 'em. So I guess pressing square, that's pretty much it is. Just like locking on, you have to press the square button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember the square now have a function unlocked with the A and Y button. Well, using X and triangle. You will automatically reload at the start of the feedback time, and your ammo will not decrease. So, okay, so using feedback time, so I'll be able to unlimit the bullet. So, oh, but if your action difficulties is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. Am I? In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. I don't know what setting when I use, so you either use normal or no reason. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well then, I just had to take down Celeste's statement, right? Oh man. I better focus right now.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Nope.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Nope.
Do your worst. Away with you.
What's wrong with you?
You miserable wretch.
Shut up!
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You had it wrong.
Nope.
I cannot agree.
I gotta use a fever now.
You are a fool. So pathetic.
Okay, fine, straight. That was quick.
I cannot
Are you
agree.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when they found? Yes, yes.
This should prove it.
That was a lot of words. And that was quick.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Yep, that's what it is.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room, and as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
I get suspicious that Celeste might be the killer because when something was BTB, my suspicion would be Celeste. Heh, gotcha good. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I don't know, just a costume?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If I look how the body was moved, it would be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does it mean by that? Okay. So it had been like what's inside the suit, right? What about Justice costume?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Ah, there he is. That's the one I'm looking for. You can't bend down because of what happened when Hino trying to put on the costume. You can't bend it out.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Yeah, when Hino's been playing around with the costume. See? I'm blind as a bat here. Can't see my feet at all. That's why she got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
Well, it's only one person couldn't even be able to do it. And also, you can't take off the suit because of a clip-on.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Don't be a pissed, Hino.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
That's impossible.
It'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Well, that's because you're unconscious the whole time.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken out just about it because he is not strong enough. You can't take it out by yourself. Once it's on, you can never take it off. You can't take it out by yourself. That's impossible.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
There's a clipped one, is it? I don't know what this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take it out by yourself? I didn't make that stupid freaking thing. There's a clip on the back that's keeping you from getting off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Yeah, let's have a clip one.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Yeah.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yep.
That's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit.
Yep.
correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Are you serious? Now you're gonna pull up something about the picture showing that Hifumi is a Rebel Justice? I guess in the Celeste might be the one who tampered with the evidence.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Did he say his name? How did you get hurt? That guy hit me? What guy? Robo Justice? That's why I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Wait, it was found in the library, which is on the second floor. The one in what was it? I think it's on the third floor. How did it get downstairs exactly?
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Do you really believe there's such nonsense?
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Like what?
What a pain in the ass!
Shut up, Jack!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Yep.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
I'll tell about her alibi then.
All right then. Let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning.
Saka's gonna put them up for no reason.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
Which is after the morning announcement.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Yeah, rec room. The rec room was on the third floor. I was wondering what the name of the room exactly.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice.
Yep.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw the shadow! Something moved around at the top of the stairs!
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Yes, it is. Then something about Hifumi's scream. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him! The strange costume man! He ran up as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he hid further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Hifumi screams. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. Yeah.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Which suddenly found Taka's dead body.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Yes.
As we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
That's not right.
That's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
About the disappearance of the body. Hifumi's body has disappeared!
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Hopefully it didn't trigger James at Jack. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
Until someone found the body.
And after some time,
I'm pretty sure someone found it was either Byakuya or Celeste.
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository,
Okay, so Celeste was the one who found it.
which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Yep.
I think that about covers it.
Except the part about the another body discovery announcement.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find him, no matter what. Maybe one more day and then we're done for. Monokuma file number 3.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
Yes, sir.
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, but wait. No, that's not it. That's not it.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The Justice Hammer were a number, but were they really used in that order? Okay, that's based somewhere.
Regarding, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
No, that's not it. Oh, wait. What about
Taka came last.
What makes you say
implantation?
that?
I forgot about the use of that.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, yes! I forgot I didn't use flashback. Now we find understood.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used
Holy
in the same order
Jesus.
as their numbers.
I forgot I can do the flashback bullets. I didn't expect that.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
I have to prove Taka was killed before Hifumi. That's something that relates to what time he must die. Which I have a specific feeling we're gonna have another one of these minigames. So I'm gonna leave it for now on because it'll take a long time because 30 minutes up because I don't want to make it like a longer class trial for this one because it'll be easy to do like separate times to make something how long it takes. I'm pretty sure make it to the end of it, so we will know for sure. But we still got more clues and more discuss with exactly like how the body exactly. So we don't know. So anyway, that pretty much it for Danganronpa's Tricky Happy Havoc. If you like this video, hit the like button too. Line them up. If you want to see my videos, or check out the other videos, go subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!